I'd like to give all glory and honor to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakah Quadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles that have taught this truth and continue to teach this truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. This is another segment of In the News. I just want to bring out a couple of articles here real quick, and we're going to close out with a precept. Earthquake off Russia's coast has left Pacific ringing like a bell. An Earth scientist says strong and unusual currents will continue this weekend after a magnitude 8.8 earthquake off the coast of Russia. The National Tsunami Advisory issued after the quake was canceled early afternoon Friday. Cleanup continues after heavy storms flood roads, rails in the tri-state area. This happened yesterday. So let's get more on this. New York Governor Kathy Hochul said that the worst weather was in Queens, where storms dumped 5 inches of rain. Over 100 passengers were rescued from a stranded Long Island Rail Road train near the Bayside Station, which had become stuck in the rising floodwaters during rush hour. Passengers had to wait about 2 hours before emergency crews could get them to safety. Tehran could run out of water soon. Iran reels under the 5th consecutive year of drought. Trump just ordered nuclear submarines to get into strike position. Based on highly provocative statements of the former president of Russia, Dmitry Medvedev, who is now the deputy chairman of the Security Council of the Russian Federation, I have ordered 2 nuclear submarines to be positioned in the appropriate regions, just in case these foolish and inflammatory statements are more than just that. Trump administration has officially blocked the law that requires clergy to report abuse, saying it violates priests' constitutional rights. The law was set to go into effect July 27th, but was successfully blocked for now after the Trump administration got their win in court. Ten white people arrested for trying to ambush ICE agents in Texas. This is no surprise right here. In fact, this kind of madness is just going to continue. You know, as, you know, those that, you know, own farms and businesses, you know, they've lost their farms and businesses down there, you know, due to these raids. So it has put these people in crash out mode, you know, and so we're going to see more news like this. You know, what's that precept? As they will no longer regard their kings and princes. So I'm gonna try and find that precept here real quick. Let's bring that out. That's a good precept for this. Let me see if I can find it one moment. Just hang on 1 second here as I find this precept, because that is a good one right there. And so, in fact, that precept is 2 Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition amongst men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. That's 2 Ezra 15 and 16. Last article here. Carnival cruise changes have black travelers concerned. Carnival Cruises is a floating ghetto. White woman says, I'll never come back. So, they're changing their policies. They're tired of the ratchetness. So, that concludes these articles. This is the one that, you really want to focus in on. Let's get a closing. Let's get some closing. Let's get a closing precept here. And you shall hear of wars. Pardon me. We're in Matthew 24 and 6. You shall hear of wars. Pardon me. Anytime you see red letters, this means that Yahushua is speaking. Okay? And so Matthew 24 and 6. We're going to close out with this. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled, for these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines, pestilences, earthquakes, and diverse places. All these are the beginnings of sorrows. Shalom.